Hello everyone, I Anudharival welcome you all back to the class. Last time we were discussing the topic adjectives and we discussed kinds of adjectives. In this class we are going to discuss comparison of adjectives. So let us begin. First of all, what are the 3 degrees of comparison? The 3 degrees of comparison are the positive degree, the comparative degree and the superlative degree. Let's discuss them one by one. The positive degree or comparison is used when we are speaking of or describing an object. That means when we are talking about one object, when we are describing just one object, then we use positive degree. For example, Peter is a short boy. So the noun is singular. There is only one boy and we are describing him as short, a short boy. This is called positive degree. The comparative degree of comparison is used when we are speaking of or describing two objects. When we talk about or describe two objects, that degree will be called as comparative degree. For example, Peter is taller than Paul. So here we are talking about two persons. One is taller than the other. Peter is taller than Paul. So taller than will be our comparative degree. We're comparing two persons. The superlative degree of comparison is used when we are speaking of or describing two or more than two objects. When there are either two or more than two objects, we'll be using superlative degree of comparison. For example, Mary is the tallest girl in her school. So we don't know how many girls are there in the school. So we're just saying she is the tallest. When we are comparing two or more than two objects, the degree is called superlative degree of comparison. The formation of comparative and the superlative forms. The formation of comparative and the superlative forms by adding er and est to the positive. So when we add either er or est to the positive, it becomes either comparative degree or the superlative degree. For example, see the table below. When we say clever, it is positive degree. When we add er to clever, it becomes cleverer and gets converted into comparative degree. When we add est to it, it becomes superlative degree. So see the difference. When we are adding er, the positive degree gets converted to comparative degree, and when we add est at the end, the positive degree gets converted to superlative degree. Same example, dark, darker, darkest. The formation of comparative and the superlative forms by dropping y and adding iest to the positive or ier. For example, see the table below. Dirty is positive degree. When we add ier, it becomes comparative, dirtier. And when we add iest, it becomes superlative. Same, lazy, lazier, laziest. The formation of comparative and the superlative forms by doubling the last letter and adding er and ier to the positive. Now, we have to double the last letter and either we have to add er or ie or est to the positive degree and it gets converted to the superlative or the comparative. For example, big, when we add er and double the last letter, that means in big the spelling is big, But in comparative degree, we double the last letter, that means double G, and add ER. It gets converted to comparative degree. When we double the last letter and add EST, it becomes superlative degree. Same, hot, hotter, hottest.